Excellent, buddy. Lucas Orrs, Kingaroy Speedway, thanks, congratulate you. You drove a bloody good race. And Jared Ash, I hope you really caught most of that action because it was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. What's up?
Righto, mate. Put your hands together for Stephen English. Righto, Paul, over to you.
Productions, can you do any better? Josh Harm is away. Into the race lead as they go round the western corner for the first time. Stewie Fawcett, the New South Wales man, is into position number 2. Gets away offline and perhaps some problems with the car and drops right back as young Josh Arthur goes charging underneath into position number 2, and now it's got Stuart Fawcett chasing hard. Here comes Andrew Corbett. He's up in position 4. Next one would be Russell Cowley, Chris Pagel following the line, and then it's Dotty. That's the lead cars. Back to car number 39 is Moss Woodrow, but our race leader is Josh Harm. Josh Arthur chasing hard, and then we've got Stuart Fawcett. Put another lap down on the journey, the next one. Driving up a little higher on the racetrack is Andrew Corbett. Chris Pagel sneaks underneath, and we've got Russell Cowley turning it around right in front of the pit gate. Brings on a yellow one. Russell tipping it around himself in the fresh air. It's got Josh Arthur behind him, so it's Josh Harm, Josh Arthur. Stuart Fawcett is the next one, and then Andrew Corbett, and we're back in action. Josh Arthur. Josh Harm, Josh Arthur, Stuart Fawcett. They've got Andrew Corbett left up high and dry. Up against the fence, we've got a spinner in turn number 2. We'll bring on a yellow one again. That's the front 3. Then Andrew Corbett off and running. Josh Harm, Josh Arthur, Stuart Corbett. Josh Arthur goes very high on the racetrack. Stuart Fawcett underneath him. Arthur fights back now on the outside. We got him running 3 wide around the western corner. Josh Arthur is the one left high and dry up against the fence as Andrew Corbett wants to join in the action as well. Arthur fighting back on the outside. Here comes Russell Cowley as well. So they're right in the mix, fighting about for position 4, 5 and 6. Chris Pagel is the next one in line as the yellow lights are on again. We've got car 17 in trouble. That's Ashley Tessman. 23 is Adrian Stott. 4 is Joel Thomas. 39 in there is Moss Woodrow. Darryl White would be the next one. 19 is Jason Prothero. Back to 12 is Andrew Wilson. Looks like we're going racing this time as the lights are out. Watch for the start. Off and running past the Witch's Hat they go. Josh Harm. Here comes Stuart Fawcett down the inside. No good that time. Backs out of it, and Josh Harm leads them around the western corner. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur would be the next one, then Andrew Corbett. Coming a ride around the outside is Chris Pagel. Up to position number 5. Staying down low on the racetrack is Russell Cowley and Richard Cook looking for the high line as well. Back on the race lead. Josh Harm driving about centre racetrack. Has Stuart Fawcett right up underneath him now. And Stuart Fawcett, the New South Wales car, almost past. Josh Harm fights back. Harmy on the outside. Stuart Fawcett down the inside. Side by side they go. In there too is Josh Arthur, wanting to work out which way he goes, left or right. We've got one getting all out of shape, was Andrew Corbett, allowing Chris Pagel to sneak by, but back at the race lead. Have a look at him. Stuart Fawcett holds the race lead, but we got him 3 wide as Josh Arm fights back on the outside. They go around car 32, left and right. Josh Arthur's got himself back into position number 2, and we got a real problem in the main straightaway. Hopefully everybody sees them and has avoided them. Quite hard, but he's held on to his lead. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur, Andrew Corbett, Chris Pagel outside of the Witch's Hat and off and running, and Josh Harm has Stuart Fawcett again, poking the nose straight up underneath. Harmy gets away. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur, Andrew Corbett, Chris Pagel up on the inside of him, and the next one is Russell Cowley. And we got a yellow one again, because this time we've got Tracy McGee facing the wrong way in turn 1 and 2. Ready for the restart. Outside the Witch's Hat goes Josh Harm. Josh Harm to the better of Stuart Fawcett, who comes charging underneath straight away. Harmy sitting about mid-track. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur, Andrew Corbett, Chris Pagel, Russell Cowley and Richard Cook. And they've got Josh Arthur, and everyone has avoided him. We'll bring on the yellow light yet again, and I think car 8 might find himself at the back of the pack. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur, Chris Pagel up in the mix now. Russell Cowley is there, as is Richard Cook. Go, we're racing. Josh Arthur, better start this time. Stuart Fawcett tucks his nose underneath to no avail. Josh Arthur would be there in position number 3. Chris Pagel would be the next one coming around the outside as Richard Cook. Can he get any drive up there around the outside of Russell Cowley and then Joel Thomas? They finally got that lap down. Or have they? No, the lights are yellow again. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Harm in the lead. Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur outside and in danger out there. Chris Pagel, he's got to be behind. Now he is off and running. Josh Harm, Stuart Fawcett, Josh Arthur down the inside, side by side, past the pit gate. Josh Arthur may have forced his way into position number 2. They are still side by side. Stuart Fawcett on the outside, Josh Arthur on the inside. Side by side again, Chris Pagel trying to get involved in the action a little bit as they go underneath the pit gate, and Pagel looking for position number 3 at the expense of Stuart Fawcett. They got him out wide on the track, and Pagel's through for position number 3. Race leader, Josh Harm to the better of Josh Arthur. Arthur coming up the inside of him. Josh Harm holds him at bay. Bit of a gap back to Chris Pagel, and then Stuart Fawcett, a long gap back then to Russell Cowley. They put another lap down. In fact, it's white lap time, and here comes Josh Arthur straight up the inside. Harmy closes the door. They've got 2 corners to go. Josh Harm, Josh Arthur down the main straightaway for the final time. Josh Harm will hold him at bay, takes the checkered flag. Josh Arthur, next one home. Chris Pagel, the tyre just lasted. Pagel's tyre blew right at the end in front of Stuart Fawcett. Next one home would have been Adrian Stott by the look of that. But good production feature race. The two Joshes putting on a great show out the front, but Josh Harm, the local boy, will get the checkered flag for his lap of honour. As he goes around, folks, put your hands together for him. Josh Harm, great drive, a lot of pressure from behind, but was able to keep them there and takes home a great big bundle of points. He was running third. That might get him to the top. I don't know. Chris Pagel got home in third. The tyre gave out as they crossed the start-finish line.